Okay, back for another episode review of Times, Series 2, Episode 9. The title of this episode is called Attonment. Another good episode for Series 2 of the show, but I think this episode was a bit depressed. The second half of the episode was depressed and sad. Doesn't mean this episode was bad, but anyways, halfway there of Series 2, think after this we've got four more episodes to go. 10, 11, 12, and 13. Yeah, 13 episodes of series 2. Series 1 it's got about 11 episodes. I think I'm going to say it, until I wrap up series 2. That'll be in we're in September the 1st right now. I think at the end of the month, going into the beginning of the next month, that is October, I'm gonna wrap up series 2 because at the in mid October next month until the end of the year, I'm gonna review the latest series of Times. That's series 3. I don't know when they're gonna make series 4. I heard it's coming out this year. Maybe they push it back to next year. I'm not too sure. They haven't really posted the trailer. I don't know. They haven't posted the trailer of the show. I don't know. I'll talk about series 4 in the future. But anyway, let's. I think series 2, in my opinion, I'm gonna say in my future episodes review of series 2 of the show until I wrap up reviewing series 2 in like the end of the month, going into the beginning parts of October. I think it's been good, a good series. Series 1, in my opinion, was a bit better, but the second half was a bit better than the first half of series 2 because the first episode, it's just kicking off series 2, but at the same time, just like wrapping up the events of series 1. I think 2, 3, 4, 5 was a little bit slow. 6, 7, 8 has been good. It kind of picked up some momentum going into. I think this is going to get like a good series finale. I haven't seen the series finale yet. You have to wait until in a few weeks time because anyway, so this weekend I'm going to review episode 10 and then won't review Times until in a fortnight's time because I'm on holiday. Anyway, so let's review the this episode. So it started with Dick, revealing that he was responsible of Jericho's death. He just said, it was I led to Jericho's death. The other Titans, mostly the whole bulk of the current Titans and the old Titans basically just fucked this dude. They left. He had Hank just basically punched Dick in the face because he's like he said like he led to Jericho's death because they used he kind of used Jericho's death to get to Slade because they killed Gareth or Garth. I keep calling him Gareth. It's Garth. My apologies, but anyway, um it's the focus more on Dick, Hank and Dawn, Gar and Connor. Not a lot with Donna and Rachel. That's the next next episode. We'll get to that next time. So I wish I'd do another double episode review, but maybe in the future. But anyway, so I think they kind of split them into like different stories throughout this episode. Corey and Fade, if that's his name. He got let's talk about Corey's part of this episode. Fade again said like he got beaten up by Blackfire. That's Corey's sister and her minion. We got the introduction of Blackfire. This has led up to an invasion of this is. I think this is they're cramming a lot of stories going into this series and that really overwhelmed for me. It was a bit, oh my god, too many series. I said I wish they like do an episode like based on one story based on one episode of the characters. There's a lot of Rachel can't control her powers, the stuff with Rachel, not Rachel, Corey, and Tamara and stuff. Anyway, so Fide got killed, and the one thing never like gets, there was a purple a purple thing going into his head. I don't know what it was supposed to be. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so he got killed. They bring up like they're in the bar talking about like something about like talking to her about her sister and the making fun of her her sister's hair in her on her wedding day. And anyway, so if the day got killed, you basically just like she wiped him out, and that's it. So I don't know. I feel sorry that there's gonna be a fight between Blackfire and Corey. They're not gonna call her Starfire. I don't think they're not gonna use their actual like code names in it, but it's kind of like it's just what it is. So this is led up, it's about like I think like you had sleeping, for day sleeping. I think you had something about relationship with Corey sleeping with the royal bodyguard or some shit like that. Didn't really pay attention. Like I said, last story cram alike. It's just kind of like, man, this is the reason why Spider-Man 3 sucked, because too many stories, But anyway, so yeah, they're trying to find Fiday's ship. He got killed off, and the ships blow up. How the hell she's gonna go to confront her sister? Yeah, this is to the what's it called? The El Zero. I can't pronounce it. We'll get to that next time. After I review episode 10. But anyway, so not a lot of Corey. It's just like only a little bit. It's more the whole box between Dick, Garth, and Connor, and Hank and Dawn. And Hank and Dawn relationship split up. They kind of like moved back to Wyoming. Um, yeah. They went to a karaoke bar, and I think like I like the music. They play a lot of like music like into this episode. You had like you had Gar basically trying to look after Connor. I think the song in the background is called "Pumping It" or something. I don't know. Um, this guy in the karaoke bar basically singing they were singing I think he's singing oh my was it myself or something all by myself. I can't remember the lyrics. Yeah, and yeah, and Hank and Dawn singing "Ain't No Mountain." Matt, fucking hell, man. Alan Richson, and was it Mika Kelly? They're good singers, man. Shit. Um, so yeah, also you had Rachel, not Rachel, what's his name? Ella's sister confront them. It's funny. The guy, I think it was the owner of the tavern, said about or the bar said about the core Hank and Dawn, Frank and Sean. It's like okay. Anyway, so yeah, like you can tell she's still grieving about Ellis, and Hank. I'm gonna say about Hank in series 2 of the show. I'm gonna use it in wrestling terms. He is a tweener. It's a tweener. He's a tweener. He's leaning more heelish. But in this episode, he can defend him and Dawn. Said about like we protected this kid. Your junkie boyfriend, hooked him up. Basically, he's pushed him to do drugs. He was OD'd, and where were you when Alice OD and nearly died? You were locked up possession beef. I don't know what he means. So yeah, he said like we took him in, we got him clean. Yeah, you got him killed. Um, I think like I think like with Ella's sister trying to egg on. I think he's basically trying to egg on, really provoking Hank, because I think Hank has a little bit some anger issues. He's a jerk. Yeah, he had that brain. He had like as a teenager, he had that brain injury. He's not thinking straight, but anyway, he's a bit of a meathead. But I think it's eating. I think it's eating him. Eating him. Eating her, because Alice is dead. He got killed by Dr. Light. and Light is dead. Anyway, so she said like one step of the a day, one step at a time, or one step of the day. They never bring up Alice's drug problems in the I think it was the second episode before he got killed. Anyway, so they kind of broke up in this episode. They broke up. They basically he said like maybe this world would be less fuck up without Hank and Dawn. Basically, he just want to end this relationship. Said would bring death and pain. I think they're right because they kind of like met. They met on the streets. And then Dawn's mother and Hank's brother got killed. They met in the grieving meeting, and they thought like being I said, oh, we kicking the shit out of people think it brings humanity happy to humanity, but you could tell like it's like basically basically it's not helping. So they kind of I feel sorry for them. They kind of like work together. They're trying to get away from the superhero stuff and just start a normal life, but it's brain pain brought upon them. It's just like anyway. So like I feel sorry. They just want like I feel sorry for them. They were a couple, and then all of a sudden just they're not a couple. It's just like disappointed. You see Hank in the bar, instead of drinking, he's drinking a Diet Coke. I think like he's getting trying to be stay clean, trying to like like in episode one he was a bit drunk. He was a bit drunk. Some superheroes suffer like a bit of a PTSD. So anyway, so I feel sorry about them. They broke. You said about the Alice's sisters, right? We do cause pain, a lot of pain. You know, they didn't do nothing. They're just like I think the horse help him horse riding, and then all of a sudden, they got a lot. They like took a dump on their laps. But anyway, so in this in the pictures of the screen right now, you're seeing Gar and Connor. Dick. I think Dick leaving. I think he did a lot of damage. I think I think he burned a lot of bridges. They're just gone. Jason was gone. Rose was gone. Rachel was gone. Can't stay there. I think that it brings a lot of like pain towards the group. Anyway, so he just left. He went to the went to Jericho's mom's house. Basically just want them to forgive them. It's not like the mom says, "Get the fuck out of here! You killed my son," grieving and crying. She's still grieving, but it's like you come out there, you know, you know, looking for forgiveness or some shit like that. I can't remember the fucking dialogue. Jesus Christ. At least with Dick, at least like she got some closure. I think with Rose, you can tell. Well, I think like she got a closure. What happened to her? You know, Actually, I think she already knows her brother's death. But you think you're gonna makes you? I think trying to make you happy. Not today. Something like I can't remember the dialogue, but I'm gonna refer what they're saying. Otherwise, it's gonna be very confusing. It drives me mad. But so he's just talking about like I use his son. Yeah, use his son to get at his dad because you know what? Slay killed Garth. Not. Or should I call him Gareth because it's confusing. You got Garth like Ryan Potter's character and Aqualad. I'm gonna call him Aqualad. This is good. Otherwise, it's gonna get very confusing. You had this competition between Dick and Slade. Slade just basically says, you said about like you took my family, putting them was it putting them through the sea. Jesus Christ, why I don't like I need to write down the dialogues what they're saying. Jesus Christ, this is drives me mad. He said about like your sentence is loneliness because your Times family is somewhere in the living and breathing somewhere other parts of the world. You did kind of jab at verbal jab at Slade says you don't deserve Jericho because no, like we not neither we neither with that with we referring to the old times. So I'm speaking too fast, by the way. I need a drink, man. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna start it again, but anyway, so yeah, I think it's kind of true because I think like yeah, they kind of he said like you don't deserve to have Jericho, neither will we. We let them down, you know, and he's kind of right because they're letting them down. Like I think with Dick, he just wanted. I think Jericho wants to be part of the group, you know, not just like Dick trying to use him to get at Slade. But I think if like Jericho was alive, I think he'll probably like Dick might take him, embrace him, make sure he's not might follow his dad's footsteps to take up the mantle, become the next Deathstroke. But anyway, so instead of a fight, he's just basically just saying like about like you took my family, put it out to sea what he means, and now I took yours. Basically, you know, revert what Slade says family because they never bring. It's funny that they never bring up Rose. You know, they never bring up Rose and what happened to Rose because Rose, I think Rose is about probably younger than Jericho, but yeah, he kind of like we're referring family because Dick's family, the Titans, are broke up. You know, they kind of like the whole bulk of series two. They're kind of like arguing, clashing heads. But anyway, so I think like this has led to Dick becoming like Nightwing. You know, the whole bulk of series two and series one. You know, one is like stop being Robin, and then he's gonna be Nightwing. We'll get to the further episodes in the future. So anyway, so let's get to yeah, he end up like he just end up going to Greenland. He thought he's going to Greenland, to probably because I feel like this dude's lonely because he's just like lost his friends don't want to do nothing with him. It's just like shame and yeah, instead of going to Greenland, he ended up like being a just beating up a police officer, and that was it. So that they kind of wrap up the series of this episode. But anyway, so in this episode you had and also like there was one funny line to this episode. Yeah, Dick said to Gar, if Connor wakes up, ring Bruce. Bruce Wayne? No, Bruce Springsteen or something. Was it Bruce Springsteen? And then and Garth just say who because he don't know who he is. Anyway, so I like the chemistry between Gar and Connor in this episode. They're kind of playing video games and they're struggling to play some. You had Gar trying to explain Gareth Connor why about the Titans. This is the Titans Tower. It says it sounds weird without with no context. Yeah, they're playing like I think they're playing an alternate version of Space Invader, and Connor just played the game. How you done it? Is they know there's something inside of me. He said that he wants to be part of the Titans. He said I'm not a superhero. Something like the guy who makes me is not a nice person. Referring to Lex Luthor. I think Connor is confused. He doesn't know about the world of when he's in. It's funny like he doesn't he end up like getting in a fight with the police. There was a guy he saw the police in one scene. You had the police about to arrest this guy. You thought they are the baddies, and then and sort of like the police officer shooting at him. It's referring to he faces like saving the old man from like was it Cadmus? That was in episode 6. Yeah, it was no 7. I think it's 7. Man, just yes, I say yeah 7. But anyway, so I think the dude. I'm not saying he's bad. I don't think he was bad. I think he's just confused. He's still trying to get used to the world. he's in. I don't think he'll turn heel. I don't think he'll turn on them. He's so loyal. He's just like he said, like what it said to Garth, "Why is your power?" I turned into the tiger, and it said like, "Why is the tiger?" It shows him a little bit of the tiger, and it's funny and puzzle. Like he turned into a snake. He turned into a snake in the first episode. Um, it's like my nitpick about this Beast Boy in the live action Titan show. I wish they make him turn into animals. We saw him as a snake. I saw pictures of it. Saw like a video clip. Maybe it's not from this series, but the probably series 3, the latest one, turn into bats. I wish them just make him turn into multiple animals. Make him, you know, more variety. I asked for. So anyway, so in Gar's look, he has like he's just like seeing Connor just like being the police officer, not killing, just throwing like injuring police officers. He's just like fuck, what the hell I have been doing this. Dick asked Garth to bring Bruce, taking him, because my gut feeling they're not gonna bring Superman into it. They are not bringing. Yeah, they are. I don't think they'll bring Superman into it. I know they'll bring the Batman. Like in the series finale, but I don't think Ian Glenn is gonna go into a chicken and broccoli diet. I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, so yeah, I don't think they'll bring Superman. I think Connor is the Superman of the show, but they're not gonna put the show in the CW era in the Arrowverse universe. I don't think it's gonna fit. You have to tone down what they do. I think they all tone it will be toned down. But anyway, I don't think so. But yeah, yeah, I think with Clark and Kara, Supergirl by the way, kind of get used to the planet, how people live, their lifestyles in planet Earth. For Connor, he still get used to it. He kind of he was created by Superman and Lex Luthor. I think in Ultimate Universes he was born, by Superman is the dad, and Lois Lane is the mom. That was in some Ultimate Universe. Connor's mom was Eve, and he was created by Eve Watson. I feel like Eve. I think like Connor needs Eve. He's trying to get Connor doing the nice things without doing any repercussions. So you can tell like what the end of this episode. You had Gar calling Dick. He looks sad and stuttering. I think it's all my fault. It's not his fault. He just want to get used to the world. Trying to yeah, it's funny. It's funny in this episode why he's looking after Connor. He's just like making green smoothies. And also I think what he was reading Connor a book. It was reading the Hickory Dickory Clock. It's like that was a nursery rhyme. It's called it's Jesus Christ. It's just what it is. Um. So yeah. So I think that's it. There's nothing much to talk about. Yeah. The yeah. It's a good to introduce a Blackfire in this episode. She only appeared as a hologram. Going into Fide's head. To play tricks with Corey. This is led to an invasion. I could see like Connor like whooping the Tamaranians ass and redeem himself. He's a threat. We get to episode 10 next time. So yeah, this episode was a bit depressed. For Dick, he has no friends. He's just like they're just done with him. They went on to their separate ways. Hank and Dawn's relationship broke down. It's just they had the highlight of them is just singing "Ain't No Mountain Higher," and then they just broke up. It's just like it's a depressing episode. It's doesn't mean it's bad. It's just I enjoy most of it. It wasn't like I'm not like we're not like the Gar episode was a bit weak. It wasn't bad. It was just week. You know, we're not gonna get like a bad episode. This was bad and frustrating. No, I think it's like some of the episodes for me has been good to great episodes so far. You know, it's like just what it is. It doesn't make me not make me. Oh, I'm not gonna watch Times anymore. No, but anyway, so that's most of it. Most of the episode. I think I might go back to Dick going to Nevada. I think at least the mom got closure and kind of despised it what he did. Or Jericho wants to be have friends. I don't think he has friends. The kid's about teenager. He's about probably like 16 to 18 years old, and then I think Dick, Donna, Hank, and Dawn around we're in around the 30s mark. And then it led to his death. It's just like I feel sorry. It's just like he's going to he's ended up going to jail. Before he's going to Greenland. Like going to Greenland. Like I don't know, man. It's just like it's just I think this guilt is kind of I think he had a when he beat the police. I think he had some kind of like beat mental breakdown because I think he has a bit of a PTSD. He's been through most of his life becoming Robin. So anyway, so yeah, hope you enjoy this episode review of Times. Like I said, good. Yeah, it was a good episode. I think the Jericho episode was a bit better. I say it was the best episode so far, series two. Um, the MVP. Who is the MVP? I don't know. I mean, MVP. I'll go with Jason Todd so far. The MVP of series two. Series one is Rachel. Series two is more about Jason. Jason Todd. But I don't know. I think it's a little bit of Dick is run for the money. Who is the MVP of series two? We'll get to that when I review the series finale. That's in a couple weeks' time. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Smash the like button. Click the like. Click the bell. Subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. I covered most of it. So yeah, and also Rachel turn on Donna. Basically use her powers to. I think she kind of laughed. Thought she's going to Chicago. I thought she was going to Terra Mascara. I don't think she will go. I don't think she will fit in that style, becoming an Amazon. But yeah, I'll get to her. That's I think that's like focus on her in the next episode. So anyway, so yeah, hope you enjoy, folks. Like, share, subscribe. See you next time.